wired or wireless alarm system. Which one to choose? In this episode, we'll take a closer look at both types. Watch until the end and decide which option suits your needs best. An alarm system is a group of different devices. The control panel, keypads, detectors, sirens, controllers, and others, which are connected either via cables or via radio signals. And that's the fundamental difference between a wired and a wireless alarm system. But before we dive into the other differences and walk through the features of each type, don't forget to hit that subscribe button just below the video on the left. SATEL offers systems that support wired installations, wireless installations, and hybrid ones, which are systems where both wired and wireless devices work together seamlessly. You'll find the names of SATEL systems and the devices they support in the description below this video. Think of a wired system like building a stone house, solid and built to last for decades, as long as it's regularly serviced, of course. The advantages? High resistance to interference and no need to replace batteries. However, installing this kind of system does require structural modifications. That's why a wired system is best planned at the construction stage, either before building your home or during major renovation works, when you can freely lay cables throughout the building, run them through walls and floors. What about expanding a wired system later on? Does this mean chiseling into the walls and pulling new cables? Not necessarily. If you choose a control panel that supports wireless devices, that way you can expand your existing wired system by adding wireless components, creating a hybrid system, and install them without any renovation work. This makes it easy to secure, for example, an attic that you've converted into a guest room a few years later, a newly built garage, or utility building. Now, let's talk about how the system is powered, meaning let's talk about electricity. First to mention, the power budget. In wired systems, this is a key consideration. After all, the system has to provide power to all connected devices. This job is handled by a power supply unit, and its output needs to be matched precisely to the system's requirements. An underpowered power supply unit can cause system errors or even damage. Sounds complicated? Don't worry, a professional installer will take care of all of this for you. And secondly, let's bust a common myth. No, a wired alarm system will not stop working if there's power outage. Why? Because it's equipped with a backup battery which ensures continued operation even during a blackout. Now, let's move on to wireless systems. Let's start with the most obvious benefit: easy and quick installation. No wall chiseling, no structural interference inside the building. But that's not all. The lack of cables also means more flexibility. If you, for example, rearrange your furniture or redesign a room, you can simply move a detector to a new location. You may have heard that wireless systems are less stable or more vulnerable to interference. But that's not the case anymore, not with advanced systems, and SATEL's ABAX2 wireless technology is proof of that. ABAX2 offers stable radio communication with a range of up to 2 kilometers in open space. It also tackles potential signal interference with an innovative solution called transmission channel diversification. In short, instead of using just one channel, the system constantly monitors 4 separate channels and always transmits data via the one with the least interference. The selection process is automatic. This significantly improves resistance to jamming attempts and boosts system stability. This technology has received high praise from professionals not only in Poland, but in over 70 countries around the world. And last but not least, wireless systems power supply, meaning batteries. Thanks to ABAC's two energy management mechanisms, some devices can operate for up to 8 years on a single battery. What's more, the system will notify you in advance when a battery needs replacing, so you can swap it out and keep your system running smoothly. As you can see, both types of systems are effective and reliable. So, how do you choose? Together with your installer, you'll need to assess your needs, your property, and your future plans, and pick the solution that fits your situation best. A professional will select the right devices, take measurements, check signal ranges, design the system, install the devices, and configure the whole setup. Let's wrap it up, shall we? When is it better to choose a wired system and when a wireless one? If you're building a house from ground up, or planning a major renovation, or you're buying a property that still requires finishing work, go for a wired system. Just remember to choose a control panel that allows you to add wireless devices later on. That way, your system can grow with you. On the other hand, if you're buying a previously owned property and not planning any big renovation, a wireless system will be a better fit, since it's much less invasive to install. Wireless systems are also a great choice for renters. Thanks to their mobility, you can simply take the system with you when you move and install it in your next home. Let us know in the comments which type of system you've chosen or plan to choose and why. Thanks for watching and see you in the next episode. Bye!